more gay content. Honestly, I was planning on breaking these videos apart a little bit more. I had planned on doing a review for Bodies, 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 and I didn't realize it was going to be a limited release the first weekend, so all gay all the time right now on this channel. And wait, Bodies, Bodies, Bodies has a queer couple. It's all gay all the time this month. All right. Hey there, creepy peeps. My name is Nightmare Maven. Welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the title of this video, it's another EduGAYtion, and we are talking about another groundbreaking horror queer classic. 1963's The Haunting is a film adaptation of one of my favorite books of all time, The Haunting of Hill House by the Queen, Shirley Jackson. It follows a group of people who agree to stay in an infamously haunted estate and record any supernatural phenomena that may occur. One of the group in particular, Eleanor, becomes especially affected by the house during their stay. Shirley Jackson's iconic novel, whether intentional or not, has become like a staple in queer literature. For one, the story can be interpreted and is interpreted by a lot of people as a fear of coming out. Eleanor is very quiet and subdued, having lived a life of serving her ailing mother and doing nothing but that. She meets Theodora at Hill House, and she is Eleanor's foil. She is completely different from Eleanor in every single way. She's confident, she's fashionable, she's free-spirited, everything Eleanor wants to be. And in the book, Theodora makes mention of a genderless roommate with whom she had a fight with before she came to Hill House. That and her lack of like any mention of a male partner has led readers to believe that Theodora is gay. Throughout the book, Theodora's friendship with Eleanor is interpreted as an awakening for Eleanor's sexuality. At one point in the book, they even like are taking a walk through the woods, and there's a moment where they're both waiting for the other one to like say that they love them, that they love each other, when they're met with a ghostly hallucination of a mother and a father eating on the grass with their kid. This specter of a heteronormative nuclear family sends Theodora running and screaming away in fright. And of course, the book ends with the group deciding that Eleanor is just being affected too much by the house and needs to go home, and they literally have to drag her out of the house, out of the closet, while she's like trying to hold on to door frames and banisters while they're trying to remove her. While Robert Wise's movie adaptation didn't include that forest walk moment between Theo and Nell, we do see much of the physical affection the two women share. Obviously, things get terrifying very fast at Hill House, and frequently Nell is running into Theo's room. The women are clinging to each other in fright, and they often cling to each other anytime something scary happens. The women become particularly close during their stay, and in the book they even start wearing each other's clothes.
Gay!
I mean, and in the movie especially, they almost immediately start using affectionate nicknames for each other, Theo and Nell, with Theo toasting "to my new companion" in regards to Nell. It's so gay. We do have the same references in the movie to Theo's genderless roommate.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
And the movie does portray Eleanor's fondness for John, which Theo likes to poke at, and the women even get into an argument where Nell says that Theo is unnatural, which suggests that Eleanor knows that Theo is gay. Don't be disheartened by all that though. I still stand by the interpretation that the book and the movie, in a sense, is an allegory for a fear of coming out of the closet. I think it very clearly could be interpreted as Eleanor being scared of her queerness, and she's a little bit envious of Theo, who is very confidently gay. And of course, we have to acknowledge the fact that The Haunting came out in the 60s, where it was not widely accepted to be queer, and any on-screen representation of a gay character was usually in the vein of more of like a cautionary tale, like this is unnatural, this is an abomination, that sort of thing. So to have a character on the screen being so clearly gay and not being the villain and not dying was literally revolutionary for the time. And there was a scene that was cut from the original script that would have made Theo's queerness text rather than subtext. In the original script, there was a scene that was meant to give us a little backstory on Theo. And in the scene, we're in Theo's apartment and we see a mirror with the words written in lipstick, "I hate you," while Theo is yelling out the window at somebody. Clearly meant to be the fight that she alludes to later on in the movie. In the end, the scene was cut by director Robert Wise, who felt that the story's strength lied in the implicit depiction of Theo's queerness. And as was the case for that time, filmmakers were warned against taking certain topics too far by film censors. Apparently, according to Julie Harris, who plays Eleanor in the film, they were told by the film censors not to show too many scenes of Theo and Nell being physically affectionate or touching each other at all in any capacity, as they felt that it would make Theo's queerness too explicit. It's unclear how many instances of them touching at all were cut from the film, but obviously throughout the movie we see them touching a lot because, like I said, things get scary and they tend to cling to each other in the movie when the scary things start happening. And I'll link this video in the description for anyone who wants to watch. It's just a short clip, but Claire Bloom, who plays Theo in the movie, also spoken about her character being a lesbian and talking about how the implicit depiction fit the movie really well. Many of the themes of the book and the movie, not just the queer ones, are very implicit and very up to interpretation. That's one of the book's strengths, in my opinion. This story, the story of Hill House, and these characters have made a lasting impression on the horror genre. That much is certain. It's why Jackson's novel is one of my favorites of all time. And the reason why this movie in particular is my favorite adaptation. The 1999 adaptation is kind of just a sad reminder of how little queer representation progressed in the 30 years between those two movies. And then all the girls, gays, and theys were completely vindicated in Mike Flanagan's 2018 miniseries, in which not only is Theo still gay, but she is incredibly, unabashedly, in your face gay.
Oh, look. Darling, look. A homosexual.
He left no questions as to whether she was queer. In conclusion, The Haunting of Hill House is queer. It's all queer. I will die on that hill and I will accept no other arguments. This could have been a 2-second video now that I think about it. Of course, if you've seen The Haunting, 1963 or 1999, I know pretty much all of you have probably seen the miniseries by now, and if you've read the book, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about it. How do you feel about the queer interpretation of this story? I want to know all of that down below. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here. Become a creepy peep today. I post 2 new videos every week. I do live streams. I do collabs. We have Does This Offend You coming up at the end of the week where we're talking about more gay shit. I will see you very soon on this channel. Until then, stay strange, stay gay. Bye.